Excellent. Yeah, there we go. Everybody's in the chat. So first and foremost, obviously because this is being pre-recorded, A, this is my first attempt, so go easy on me. And B, obviously, if everybody's watching this with their kids later on, this will be completely safe. I won't be swearing on it at all. So yeah, so that'll be safe. That's just something I want to get off straight away. I see there's a few people in the chat already, so if I'm looking down, I'm not being rude. It's because I'm not very technically advanced. I've got a phone there. There we go. I can see them coming up, but obviously I can't reply to them. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Way, there we go. There's a few people now. This is definitely working. This is looking good. Yeah, I thought this would be harder than this as it will. Here we go. Perfect. Someone's just popped in. That's absolutely fine. I think so. Yeah, in a minute I'm going to say a few hellos to everybody. I'm going to say a couple of things that I'm going to actually be doing. I've got a sneaky little unboxing here which I thought I'd save for tonight. I've got just a couple of things that people have asked if I've got anything, because I've got with me tying in the Instagram as well, which is obviously toys_Russ. So there's a few things I've shown on there that I haven't actually done a video on yet. So I've got something here as well right below you can't see, which I'm going to be showing in a second. Hi Phil, hi 1 or 2. Everybody's here by the looks of it. Stepscon Kings popped in, say hello, which is great. Graham's here as well. Graham, the inspiration. Graham, I can't believe he's tuned in. That's amazing. That's just so nice. Thanks very much. Right, so I want to do a quick thank you first and foremost to everybody, to be honest, absolutely everybody, whether you're watching this right now, whether you're watching it tomorrow, whether you're watching it, you know, a year down the line, whatever, whoever's watching this right now. And I know a lot of YouTubers say it, they do say it all the time. Rudy's here as well, brilliant. I know we do, we always say this, but we do, and I do genuinely mean this. This is just a crazy roller coaster that just, it did, and I don't want to sound like it's negative, because it did start off as a lot of fun, but it's in fact, it's more fun. This is so much fun for me, just like now, although I'm sitting in front of a phone and an iPad talking to guys who are here. This is just, yeah, it's great. I'm having a great time doing this, and it's thank you to you know, to you guys, a lot of the ones who are here straight off from the get-go. I have to say, while you're all here, guys, I'm going to say thank you to you all individually. So again, anybody who can listen back to this, I want them to know the support and everything. Just what a great group of guys that you all are. So starting at the top, obviously we've got Transformers UK Collector first and foremost. He was my 3rd subscriber, and he was my first real subscriber because I had 2 friends who helped me set up the channel. So I want to say a big thank you to him. He's been there literally since sort of day dot. Obviously we're going to go to Collector 75 now, which is Graham, and although I've never met him in person, I've only ever spoke to him a few times on Instagram, on things like this. Seems such a really nice guy. Always had just great videos. I love his videos, even though he swears loads now, which again I'm not going to be doing. I think he's brilliant, and you know, he is, as I say, for YouTubers of the UK, he's always been someone to look up to and aspire to. Robot Recruits, fantastic again. Phil obviously runs that. I'm so proud to say that he's a friend as well. Can't wait to meet up with everybody once all this is done, and yeah, maybe do some more live videos and everything with that. He's supported this channel. He even puts my videos live up on his channel. You know, it's just brilliant. Just a really nice thing for him to do. Didn't need to do it. It's brilliant. And then I've got obviously all the people who are in here now, like Decepticon King, 1 or 2 Tipuki, again, Blasters here, all the people who've again come along and just said hello. Rudy Zizzo, again, never met in person. Ironically enough, we live from the same area, and he's done amazing things, and I've been lucky to be a part of them already. So there you go, 1 or 2 Tipukis from New Zealand. So there you go, that's even better. How nice is that? So while people are coming in, and before people start asking questions, I suppose it is, let's do a nice little yeah, bonus unboxing. So everybody knows I'm mental about my variants. If he's watching this, which he probably won't be because he's in Spain, but these are if I tell you that they're as I say, Argentinian variants, you'll pretty much guess what they are straight away. But they are, but you know which ones. He's held on to these for me since January. Again, loads of the people I'm going to be thanking later on, and on these any of my unboxing videos, you've got to remember for people who don't know and who don't live in the UK, we were locked down on January the 3rd, and I only got back into work on April the 12th. And again, because of this channel, which is brilliant, everyone's chatting away. You guys carry on chatting away. I'm going to carry on doing this. Yeah, because of what was I saying? I forgot. Yeah, so I wasn't able to work. I wasn't able to work at all, self-employed. And because I got this channel, people are like, oh, I've got this. Are you interested? And 95% of the time, I pretty much want. Hey, Input's here as well. Input's another great guy. I'll come to him in a second. Ultra Marcus is here as well. See all these nice people. It's so nice. But yeah, as I was saying, so since January the 3rd, we've been locked down. I've been back at work since April the 12th, and there is an abundance, and they are so nice people. One of them is Input. He's just come in straight away. Again, he's somebody else who held something for me until I started working, and that's exactly what this guy did as well. So this guy, he's got vintage robot toys. He's got a shop in Spain, and he sent me these. Well, he held on to them, first and foremost, for well over 3 months. So I'm going to start to open these while you guys keep chatting. Again, this is open to you. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm being dead honest. This is my first live. This is my first everything. I thought it'd be like a bit of a Q&A if anybody wants to ask any questions which I haven't already answered, because I've done a few interviews now. There we go. Hi Phil, hi Input, hi everybody. This is really well wrapped. I'm trying to be quiet because my daughter's asleep in the room next door. Right, let's have a look what these are. So, a while back, from a completely different seller, I obviously showed I had a green Antex cliff jumper. I've got a white loose cliff jumper, but these are something else as well. So I'm going to carefully open these without making too much noise. Great to see everybody's having a good chat in there already. There's quite a few of you. This is good. But what's really weird is, because this is me doing it the first time, normally I'm the person in the chat as well, so it's strange for me not being here. I might buy a few mint ons, only if you can afford it, obviously, and only if you can, honestly. And when I say this, I don't want to sound too much like a hypocrite, because obviously I've got a room full of stuff. But oh, here we go. I'll tell you something. I'll let you know. This is I suppose a first reveal, shall we say? I've just literally finished doing. Oh, here we go. Have you done a Jetfire video yet? Ultra Marcus, right? This is the honest truth. I've not done one yet. There's 2 reasons why. Number one, I went to pull the figure off the shelf, not pull it, take it off carefully, and I noticed that one of the arms had somehow detached itself. So I'm going to try and find out how to fix that. I do have a boxed one, but funnily enough, with what I'm talking about right now and the fact that I've got people holding on to things for me, I've got, yeah, I suppose I can say it, I should have one. Should, as long as it all goes through. He's been holding on to it again for me for months. I've got a Macross variant, so that's the one with the sticker on, which they didn't change in the wing. So I've been holding out to do the video, so I've got the Macross one and the standard one, so I can show you both. So as soon as I've got that, again, I've sold a few of my movie figures to fund a lot of these unboxings that you're going to see in the next couple of weeks, few weeks, and including this. So it should be coming much, much faster. Here we go. And Graham's eating crisps, which is brilliant. So yes, I will be doing a Jetfire video, but the reason why I've not done it yet is because I felt that I wouldn't be able to justify it properly. So that's why I've not done it yet, but I will be doing it yet. And in answer to Emphy, I hope I spelt it right. Emphy, yeah, literally, it's such a shame now. Oh yes, I have. Yes, I've also got. I've actually got, yeah, Valkyrie. I've got another Jetfire as well. So before he was pre-Jetfire, in fact, you guys chat 2 seconds. I'll go grab it. This was the thing I was going to worry about, having to go up and down everywhere. For those again who ask me loads of questions, the layout of this house was, the part which I'm sitting in now was supposed to be the study, and the that there was supposed to be the actual bedroom, but thank you to my loving wife, it's no longer a guest room or a study, it's a toy room. This is what you're on about, Ultra Marcus. Yeah, this is the original, I think they're called Valkyrie or Valkyrie, whatever they're called. Pocket Me goes in. Brilliant, I'm glad he's in. So yeah, so when I get the Macross one, in fact I can show you the Macross stickers, because this is an original Macross one. So yeah, there's the Macross logo. So these again are pre-Transformers. So yeah, I will do definitely. So these are pre-transformers, so obviously like your Diaclone and all that sort of stuff. But like I just said, I've managed to secure, and I'm getting hold of, it's hopefully within the works, it's in the works now, the Transformers one. So they're all bright white Jetfire, but with the wrong sticker on it still. So fingers crossed I can do you that video. So that's why I'm waiting out at the moment. I was actually doing, oh, there you go, it's Eric from Instagram, even easier. There we go, Eric, that's even better, brilliant. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Eric, I mean, it's, I think the thing is with sealed figures, I mean, obviously the market for sealed figures, they just keep going up and up and up. Bumble Jumpers here, perfect, Ed's in, they just keep going up. I was chatting to somebody else today, like Dakota, of the Facebook groups about Japanese figures, and like, we just can't believe that the prices that they are now. I can't believe some of the ones that he's got, like, because the few that I actually do now need, they're not even off mortgages. I am in the middle of doing an unboxing, Ed, and for those of you who are coming here late, which doesn't matter, I'm just glad you're here. That sounded like a dig. It's not a dig at all. I was just saying that there is some actual content to this rather than just me waffling on and hopefully not jumping up and down too much, getting loads of things from there. But I don't mind if anybody wants to see anything. I suppose that's the purpose of this. Like, I've already gone and got the Valkyrie from Ultra Marcus. Now this is really interesting actually, because with these two figures, they're both of the same figure, they're both Antex. I'm opening it, Slagando, here we go. Now there's quite a common one, which is the one that I'm opening now, and then the other one is a completely different colour of it as well. It's it's an Argentinian Minibot basically, so it's a South African, the Revenge of Fallen News figures. So that's, to be honest, mate, unfortunately, that's pretty much what we paid. Revenge of the Fallen figures in the UK were between £11 and £12 brand new. That's exactly what they were, so that's actually not bad considering they're 12 years old, 2009. I've seen some of them go for quite a bit more than that now. Yeah, but I mean, I think that's quite, I'm sorry, Eric, I think that's really cheap. For what I've seen them go in this country for already, I've seen them, I saw this one go, what's that? I had a Bandai Macros pocket when I was a kid. I'm going to be doing a video on this guy soon, and I saw one of him go for £80 already. He's going for like 80 quid sealed already, so that's crazy. Anyway, I am opening these. You still can't tell this is good. X Infurious is here. I'm trying to open this without breaking the cards and without making a load of racket as well. So yeah, so these are the South American Minibot variants that I've managed to, again, get a few without having to sell my house to get hold of. These are both the same figure. They are both different colours though. So this is the one that you might have seen more often because it's, I say it's common, it's not really common. Yeah, they're going, again, Siege, War from Cybertron. I think one of the things, again, oh, I was going to give you an exclusive as well, wasn't I? But I haven't got around to it yet. I've just finished, and I didn't say it, did I? I've just finished, yeah, Minibot Suspense, sorry, Ed. I might as well tell you that. I'll tell you that in a minute while I'm doing the Minibot Suspense. There's too much going on now. This is good, but at least there's people in here talking to me. I had these horrible visions that it'd be me, Phil, and Simon. Right, here we go. Minibot number one. It's the yellow Wind Charger. So this is the Antex. It says Antex. So this one isn't even punched. This one didn't even make it out onto a shelf. Why are they so expensive? Just because. Ah, there we go. There's loops. These is just because. What was I saying? I've lost track. They're so expensive because people like us collect them, and I think once you want them, that's it. You want it. So yeah. So this is the yellow one. So this is probably one of the more common ones that you'll see. The ironic thing is there's a white one at the top, and then the pictures at the back are all the actual ones they should be. So it's all there in his correct red colours. But yeah, this is the one that I've seen quite a bit of, in honesty. I've seen this about on eBay. I've seen it a few times. Now the one that I'm about to show you now is it's another one. It's another Antex, and this is what's even stranger. This is brand new. It's still sealed. And if I want to be really picky and if I want to be negative, which I'm not going to be negative, but when I get it graded, because I want to protect these as much as I can, they will mark it down because, unbelievably, as you're about to see inside this box, even though it's never been opened, the figure itself, so this is another brilliant example of why, you know, the Mexican figures, they get a lot of stick because they weren't up to the same quality, the same standards of everything. These weren't much better because this one is still sealed, and unfortunately it's actually broken inside the bubble. So it's not even been opened, but it's actually broken inside the bubble. So I'm literally, this one I'm taking out super careful because this one's much rarer. I've never seen one of these. I've only ever seen another one of these, this particular colour, and exactly the same. Ironically enough, it was broken inside the bubble. I swapped my yellow cliff jumper for sea spray. I've got a couple, yeah, broken in the bubble. Honestly, Mark, it's scary. I've got a couple of yellow cliff jumpers. I'll sort you out, Simon, don't worry. Oh no, I can't open it. I've got those behind me. Right, so this is so well wrapped. So this is so well wrapped. Okay. Right then. There's a blue one. There's a blue one. So that's one that I've you can see it's like, you can see where it's actually literally come off on the bottom, and ironically enough I've only ever seen in, I would probably say in let's be realistic, I've been probably looking for these well over a decade, and I've only ever seen yeah, a blue one, mint on seal card, but broke. I've never seen a mint on seal card, which is weird because it's just, I mean, it is 100% seal. It's sealed beautifully, to be fair. The card's pretty, you know, straight as it's gonna be. So yeah, so there you go. This is, there they are. So that's one of the little bonus things that I thought I'd share with this first live, and I have to thank you, Vintage Toy Collector from Spain, because he's had these on hold for me for 4 months. So I've got to thank him so much for that. Let's have a look. Great. It's literally trying to work out with another one. It looks like it's just come off because there's nothing else broken inside, but you can make out like there's a little, you can't really tell with the light, I do apologise, but there's like a little bump where it looks like it would just attach to it. To be fair, it looks like it's come off. It's just detached itself. It's very strange, it has just detached itself. So they're going to go, so I've got, yeah, a green cliff jumper which is sealed, a white one loose, and then I've got the funny coloured bumblebee as well, the odd coloured bumblebees as well. So yeah, my here we go, this is what we're looking at. So yeah, so that's, and again, it's another aisle that you don't really want to go down. Shame for the, yeah, totally shame for the detached limb. Pocket Migo, nice to see you on here. I know you love your masterpieces. I might show some of them off in a second for you as well. Can we see your white bumblebee? It's cliff jumper, not bumblebee. 2 seconds, carry on chatting, guys. Well, at least I'm going to get fit jumping up and down. I knew this was going to happen, but this is good. So here we go. We've got, that's the white cliff jumper. There's so many. I literally got offered, I've got the message, it's unbelievable. I got offered, people must think I made money. I got offered a, oh, I think it was a light blue brawn. I've still got the message, and I was like, yeah, I'm interested in that. What is it? And he says $500. And I was like, what? So I left that one alone. Yeah, so that's a white cliff jumper. It's loose. This is one, some people might have seen these one already. That's a green one. Just for you guys to see that. So that's a bit strange. That's a red bumblebee. How much was the Sky Stalker box? Oh, it's Eric. Yeah, of course it is Eric Ellis. He did it me for it's 30 quid, £30. He let me have it for £30. So thank you very much for that. By the way, if you're wondering what that is, everybody, Eric from Instagram, he's the one who tagged me in. Wait, it's 421. Good, there's people here. Russ, have you got a mint and seal box double deal? Asking for. I haven't even got a box. Sorry, unfortunately. I've got loose double dealers, but I haven't got a boxed one, unfortunately, at all. No, no, definitely not. Now I need a green cliff jumper. I thought I'd grab this while you guys were there as well. This isn't like a crazy. I suppose some people have seen this, some people maybe haven't. So I suppose the best way to say it is this is a Hong Kong variant of hubcap. There's your Hong Kong hubcap. So that's completely normal. Thank heavens, it's completely normal, but it's just Hong Kong. I just thought I'd show you this. Well, everybody's talking about the variants. I think that's the biggest thing that I've enjoyed doing with you guys, with everybody who's in here, with everybody who's watched and watching my videos. Yeah, the variant side. I think it's a crazy pipe dream, but I'm only 42, so who knows? I've got lots of collecting years ahead of me. The goal would be to obviously, hung cap, nice one, to you know, if I could sort of visually document as many as we can find, then it's great for you guys, it's great for everybody. How much have you spent roughly on my collection? Right, now this is the truth, and this really annoys some people, and I don't want to come across bad, but net spend, as in what I've actually spent, it's hardly anything. And it really is, it's really not much at all. And I know that sounds probably like the most ridiculous thing that you're ever going to hear, considering most of you've all seen this by now, but I can tell you how it all started. I don't mind if you want to listen. So these are thought it was early 30s result. Loads of people think that. Yeah, Hong Kong variant would have been just at the same time as the Chinese reissues and the gold boxes. Yeah, around about that sort of time. So I can tell you exactly. I remember how it all started with it going crazy. I've said on loads of the other interviews that, you know, I started collecting properly 2003, 2004 for MP1 and for the vinyl text, which I've just started showing off. But for actually getting this to the extent it was, I was still, this will make you laugh as well, I was a process technician at a chocolate factory before I was a PT full-time, and we was working nights one day, and I was just having a peruse. I was just on eBay, just getting into buying the transformers for myself, and there was this one particular lot, and it had both Dreadwind and Darkwing, which I've probably got completely mixed up because I keep getting confused with the Japanese ones. It had both of them in, and it had a Thundercracker. They were the only ones that I can definitely remember because they're the only ones that I wanted. And in the rest of the lot, there was a few others. There was some ones I'd never even seen before, which I've now worked out are the European releases, obviously at the time. And there was, funnily enough, there was this enormous white figure at the back, and I had no idea what it was. I still didn't know at the time, but I just put it in my watch list in eBay. This was in 2002, I remember it, when I started going nuts with it, and because I was still at Magnet. Yeah, so I put it in my watch list and didn't think anything of it. And then I used to work nights, and then I went and I was on the website Transformerland, and just purely out of, I suppose, interest in it, you check and you see, oh, what's the most expensive figure that's there? And then of course it was there, and it showed me it was Fortress Maximus. And then I thought, I've seen that figure before, but I've never seen it before in my life, and especially not in the UK. And that's literally how it started. So what I did was, that's right, Loops, Buster and Hydra. I won that lot, and then I only kept the ones I wanted, and I sold the others, for way more than obviously that I'd even paid for the lot. And that's how this started. That's literally how this started. I brought another lot, kept the ones I want. This will make you laugh, because the Action Masters I've probably had about, and people love them or hate them, but I've gone through, I probably could have had them all about 4 or 5 times all the way over. And then it actually really begrudged me that when I wanted to when I realised that I was going to collect them for myself, that I had to get them again, because they'd come with so many lots. I was like, oh, I'm not interested in them, sell them on. Not interested, then sell them. Have you got a boxed? I haven't got a boxed original Fort Max, unfortunately. I've just got literally just a loose normal Fort Max, not the Takara version, just the normal one. I've been offered a couple of them, especially over the last couple of months, but again, no money, and to be fair, I don't even know where I'd put it. But yeah, that's so in answer to your question, much to the annoyance of most people, it's got to be 95% self-paid. The majority of the stuff that I get now is all from selling previous stuff, like somebody just mentioned about the Revenge of the Fallen ones. I brought the movie figures really with just because they were okay. They were, you know, they were there. There's Magnum Prime, and yeah, I just brought them with the intention of doing what I'm doing now, selling them on. I work next to, I used to, sorry, that gym closed, obviously. What we'd class in the UK. So everyone in the UK knows what B&M is, or Home Bargains, but I don't know about the rest of the world. It'd be like a catalogue surplus or an ex-discount place. And you know, I was picking them all up for like next to nothing, and then I was just selling them on to buy things I wanted. Here we go. What's this? Cardi crankcase at all? I do, but not for sale. I can show you one. I've got a graded one if you want. Do you want to see the graded one? Does he want to see a graded one? Crankcase 79. That is his name. I might as well go and get him to show it him. There's my graded crankcase. Russ, have you got any G2 figures? I've got Sideswiping G2. I've got 3 or 4 of the yellow Constructicons, but again, I've sold most of them. There's another collector you probably heard me mention a few times. He's one of my American contacts when I get a big box coming from America. Did you have some Diaclone figures or any Transformers? Martin Carter's here again. Right, so where were we? G2, no, sold most of them, only got a few. Yeah, I've got a G2. Diaclone figures, the only ones that I own, and again, I only picked these up via pure fluke, just again from buying collections, is the Microman, I believe, is the Microman Perceptor, the black one. I've got him, I've got the, is it Spin Out or Corden? Who's the red Sunstreaker? Robot Recruits will know. Oh, there's Andy. Oh, brilliant. See, now I know all your names. I don't know anybody's names. My name's Russ. It's easy. Toys R Us. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so I've got the Red Sunstreaker. I've got the Microman Perceptor, and I've just shown the Valkyrie. That's it. No other ones. And again, I can honestly admit as well, and this is a horrible thing to admit. Simon was just talking about the fact that he swapped his yellow Cliff Jumper. I can vividly remember one collection in my other house that I brought, and having loads of these little men, which I thought, what are these? Which are now about £100, £200 each, the little Microman, the little pilots. I must have thrown out about 8 or 9 in one collection because I didn't know what they were. Didn't know what they were at all. I literally just I threw them away because I thought they were like bits of GoBots. I thought they were bits of just whatever. So yeah, Diaclone, I missed out on that. Microman Microchange, there we go, that's it. So yeah, so that's one of the silly things I did. My favourite wrecker is Springer. I love Springer, he's ace. I still have Diaclone, Hoffa, Laserbeak, Ravage. Was the police car? There we go. The police car was, I don't know, I think, maybe I've got him wrong. Which was the most expensive Transformer you brought? So the most expensive Transformer that I brought at the moment, I say at the moment, it probably will be forever, to be fair, for ages, is, and I've said this and I'll say it again, and maybe he's going to watch it. I know his wife will watch it because his wife's Mrs. Artfire. His name's Chuck Lou from Artfire 2000, and I've mentioned this again, and I don't mind saying it. He's probably the main reason why I've got a load of these figures, because on my salary and what I do and with the way that they are priced now, they are an extreme luxury. That's why I still get giddy about them, and I don't mind admitting it. I admitted it. The big powered convoy took me 15 months to save for, but that's the most expensive figure that I've got, that I've actually paid for. Maybe it's Corden, I don't know. Robot Recruits will know because he's just put the new generation selects up. Corden is the white Sunstreaker police car Spin Out. There you go. So new Robot Recruits will know. So yes, so my most expensive one is the big powered gift set, and again I funded that through doing little payment plans with him, so chipping him off a little bit a month, but at the same time just selling a few duplicates of things that I've got already. Did you ever pick up any Machine Wars figures? I didn't actually. This is my big gap where I here we go. Why did I think it was where my big gap was? Because in like the mid to late 90s, it was like my teens and that sort of stuff where I was going out and everywhere. So I always loved, you know, I always liked and had an affiliation for G1, but I didn't really buy anything. It was literally the very early 2000s. It was MPO1, the Binaltech figures that I've just started doing now. Well, there you go. That's it. People talking about that. It was the Binaltechs that started me actually buying the figures. So for Armada, I think the only one from Armada I've got is Unicron. From Cybertron, I think the only ones I've got is Hot Shot and just a couple of others. I think I've got a Mud Flat boxed, but again, I've got a couple of them. I've just all acquired them by buying huge collections. So I've got them all by default. See, there you go. That's the other thing. I'm glad you've put that sideways, because I get asked a lot about Masterpiece, and you know, $489, sorry, euros for a Masterpiece is crazy. RID 2001 at all, Russ? I love that line. No, mate, none at all, unless I've got something that it's just literally, I was going to say, unless I've literally just acquired one or two things by pure fluke in a collection that I brought. RID 2000. I've missed all of that. I've said to yourself, Graham, I was chatting the other day, me and Graham were chatting about the cartoons, and I'm just going literally from G1, I'm going all the way through. I've got one more episode of Victory to go through. And then I'm going to, I've got obviously one episode of Zone. Then, believe it or not, guys, and I know that Graham will be especially pleased to hear this, I'm going to start Beast Wars. So that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to be doing. So I'm moving on to that. But I've got something here that I was going to show you. I don't know if you want to see it. I know that a couple of people on Instagram have seen it. So the most expensive figure that I've brought is Big Powered. My most expensive valued figure might be the one that on the videos that definitely nobody's seen yet. I might show you that if you want to see it in a second. And I didn't pay anywhere near as much what this is. I paid pennies for this. In fact, I'm going to give a big clue here right now, because I'm sure that me and Graham, so Collector75 there, if you're wondering who he is, he was telling me a few months ago that he saw one of these boxed years and years ago at a convention for, I think he said it was either £30 or £50 mint in seal box. So this is, I've had this for ages, but I've had it, I've had it graded and it came back, and I've only seen another one more of these on the internet, and this is a gold sealed prime, but it's an 85. There's another one on there at the moment which is an 80, so it's not as high as this, so I thought I'd save that for this video just to show you guys something that you've probably not well, again, I've not shown it in a video yet. I've saved it. I saved it for my 2000th follower on Instagram, and then I've just thought I'd show you guys that as well. So that's something that I've had hidden away for ages, but I literally but yeah, literally I've had that in it. That didn't cost me, that cost me, you can take 2 zeros off, I think, what that's worth now, what that cost me. So that's something that I thought I'd say for this and show you guys. That's part of my ongoing Optimus Prime collection quest that I've started now. So yeah, there you go. I thought I'd save that for this. Collect 30, there you are, see, it was 30 quid and he passed on it. It was £30 there. I remember seeing, yeah, mental. The figure prices are crazy, aren't they? Wow, there's nearly 30 of you in here already. That's brilliant. The only problem I got is Earthrise. So this is going back to the person who mentioned something not so long ago about the prices of figures. It's, you know, if there's something that you really want, if there's something that you really want, and obviously you can afford it. I've said this a few times, and again, you know, if you can afford it, then and you really want it, then especially in this climate at the moment, I'd advise to buy it. And I don't know why Hasbro do it. Thankfully, we've got a guy in the chat called Robot Recruits, and obviously that's the clue in the title. He's got a shop. I don't know why Hasbro short pack things. I don't know why they do figures just small release. I mean, you've got obviously Target Master Scourge is a brilliant example. He was obviously only released very, very short packed. I don't know why they do it. They do it all the time. So my advice to anybody is, obviously, don't be putting on credit cards and things that you can't afford. My advice to anybody is, if you can genuinely afford it and you really do want it, it might not be there again. It really might not be there again. So that's probably a bit of advice that I've said a few times to people, because I've experienced it loads. A lot of the figures that people are talking about here, and obviously people have seen going there, but we've all seen it. We've all surely, especially, oh well, sorry, the older people or people my age and maybe a bit younger, we've all seen the price of figures just rocket. So I think if you can get it, I mean, look at Unicron now. I'm in a group as well online, which is another group chat, and I don't know if it's true or not, but allegedly this is one was sold for $8,000. So I don't know how true that is, but there's a lot of people talking about it, so I don't know. Just a marketing trick. So there you go. So all the people who are thinking, you know, about what the Unicron value has gone up, somebody sold one in America for $8,000 the other day, I believe. So there you go. Here we've got more people coming on. Brilliant. Anybody else want to see anything else while we? Yeah, 8K, but honestly, 8K. I've got the chat in it on my line chat now. 8K one went for. Russ, check Michael Mercy's Unicron. I'll have a look at that, definitely. What else have we got on here? I'm just trying to think if there's anything else here to show you guys. With all these Transformers, where do you display your GoBots? I haven't even got any anymore. I haven't got any more. What I cheekily do is when I sell my duplicates or my extra ones in my Transformers, that I'm just the ones that are quite rubbish. Nice one, Ed. I'll just put them, maybe one in the side or one in the middle, and I'll just sell the lot. Any G1.5 Predators, I think I've got them all sealed. Do you want sealed? Do you want loose? So you're talking about Talon. This is me and Marcus were talking about this as well. Yeah, we were talking about, how dare you, Ed? I saw a graded Fort Max on eBay. Yeah, exactly. Crazy. I watched a, what was it? I was talking to Simon earlier. I watched a Soundwave, a sealed Soundwave go for 5K early this morning. And I also saw, and I've got the receipt, somebody put their receipt in a group I'm in on Facebook. Somebody paid what's the word I'm on about? $20,000 for a, what's that? Everyone's going too fast now. This is crazy. I saw somebody pay, I've seen the receipt. I've seen somebody paying one of the Facebook groups I'm in now, $20,000 for a sealed Bumble Jumper. There we go. Somebody wanted some Predators, didn't they? Right, give me 2 seconds. There's a box right here. Right. So this is what I was sending off for grading, but again, not got the money yet. So let's have a look at this. Are they all in here? Right, don't be in the other box. Please don't be in the other box. Oh no. Right, so this is for someone from the Transformers The Show. There's a sealed one. I've got Skyquake. I'll grab him in a minute. But there's that one. Oh, my room's going to be a right mess. Right, we're going to put this neat. What's everyone saying? Holy shit. And I've got the other one. So I've got a few more. Hide. So I've got a few. I can't get to the rest of them, but these are, well, they were all boxed up, ready to be sent off for grading. But I've got a box Skyquake. I've done for crankcase. Yeah, one's Falcon, one's this one's Falcon. They're Italian versions. They got different names. And then that one. And then I've got the Turbo Masters as well. They are going to go for grading. What's this? Well, let's go. What else have I got in here ready? Oh no, that's just throttle bots and stuff. I will eventually get Talon. Yeah, I think it's the other one. What are your favourite Masterpiece figures? Contrary to popular opinion, can we see your G1 Star Convoy? Yeah, give me 2 seconds. My favourite Masterpiece figures, and this is, well, I can't answer for MP44, which is the other Optimus, because I haven't got him. But I still prefer MP1 over MP10 anyway. I just think that if you're going to buy a Masterpiece figure, if you're going to spend the amount of money that he costs, which he did even back then, now, then I just prefer him. I just think he's bigger. I think he looks a lot better. Okay, he's not as detailed. Whoa. That's it. But yeah, I prefer MP1. MP01 Marks is the same. I do really like Soundwave though. I do really like Soundwave. There's loads that I haven't got though. So Sluggard, there's loads that I haven't got. There's loads and loads that I haven't got. Yeah, that's it. I stopped. My last Masterpiece, I think, was the special cassettes. You know, the ones with Wing Thing and Enemy and all that sort of thing. There's car exclusive ones, so I got them. But like before then, I think it was the Autobot cars, and I think I've mentioned this as well. All right, he wants to see Star Convoy. Right, Simon wants Star Convoy. I'm gonna be tired doing this. There we go. Shock was my favourite MP1. There's Star Convoy. That's it. It's just a big brick, but it's amazing. It's so good. Don't forget it. This is so much fun. I've done a video on this. It took like a day to do pretty much, but it's brilliant. It's such a good video. Sorry, that's such a good figure. Sorry, I made myself sound terrible then. He's massive as well. So for those of you who don't really know, yeah. So about up to his waist. How many people on here have turned their Megatron thing around in their stock since I showed them that on the video? People not remember I showed everybody you could do it? You could literally turn his stock behind him. It fits perfect, it fits normal, it fits completely normal. You've just got to be super careful. But it fits behind him. Anybody else done it since I've done it? No, Marcus, Star Convoy's huge. He's massive. Yeah, I've been up all day. I've got 2 kids. And I've got to go upstairs to go in there. Who's my favourite Transformer? Scorponok. I'll get Megs. Yeah, he's gonna have a go at it, is he? How many G1 Megatrons do I have now? Right, so I've got loose Hasbro, boxed Sage, boxed Sage 4 language, boxed Chinese reissue, and I think I've got another. Obviously it's Megatron Monday, so I'm doing them all the time at the moment. Funnily enough, Ed, where's Ed? Ed wants to see. I'm doing the this one for Ed. This is so, well, not for Ed, but the premium edition is so much better than the standard one. Look, if you're gonna buy a move, that's what you want. Are there any more G1 Japanese you're looking for? Yeah, I've got a list, unfortunately. I have actually. I've got. This is my little list, and it's literally 2 pages. So I've managed. Yes. Oh wow, he's got some stickers. I'd love to. Yeah, perfect. Anybody who's got any hate? Wow, Russ. Yes, honestly, Graham. That Megatron. Oh my days! It must have took me. It must have took me about an hour to convert him from robot into that. That's another reason why I don't really. Here you are, guys. This is what I'm talking about. This is now the premium Meg. Just to show you the differences. This is going to be in the video for Megatron Monday, but this is why didn't Hasbro do this from the beginning? So there's your standard Megatron, with them rubbish colours. And then this was the and then this was the premium version with the movie colours. So he looks all metallic, he looks so much better. Wow, still works. 14 years old. Where are we? Have I got to catch up now? I've got the Star Convoy reissue. Thanks for stopping in, Input. Thanks for stopping in, pal. Thanks again for holding that book for me. Really appreciate it. Thanks very much. Star Convoy, yeah, it's massive. He's yeah, the Hot Rod Micromaster's brilliant. Where did I just put him? I put him here, didn't I? I was going to give him a... Do you ever... Right, here we go. That's cool. Fire Convoy. Did you ever break a transformer? Right, yes, there's a couple I've broke, actually, and it's somewhere. I broke one of my little Micromasters doing the video for Six Builder. That's why I've not redone that video yet. I've redone Six Wing, and I've redone another one, but I've not done Six Builder yet because one of the little Micromasters just snapped in half. I actually broke on live in a video the Power Master engine. It's quite funny actually to joyride. If you want to watch that video, I did the joy. I was filming it and I changed this leg around. It didn't break at all. Darkman. So the two Megs are the same mold. Yes, Loops, the ones that I just showed you. I don't collect Bayverse either, but they're exactly the same mold. Yeah, the one was just the standard edition, which just, again, I think it looks horrendous. And the other one was, they called it Premium Series. And I don't even remember if it cost any more money, to be honest, but I just remember looking at it and thinking that's ridiculous, as in that looks really good for a Bayverse figure. So that's why I got the premium ones. I haven't got a loose Bayverse 2007 Megatron. I've got the boxed one. Will you get a HasLab Unicron? Darkman, I will. I actually have one, but I haven't paid for it in full yet. There's a lovely guy in America who's had one on hold for me for ages since he agreed to do the to do everything like that with me. He agreed to let me pay him in bits until I get it all paid. And Alpha Prime's here as well. Everyone's going mental now. So yes, as soon as that's, he hasn't got it yet either. He hasn't got his own. He managed to order two, one for him, one for me, and he hasn't got them. So as soon as it comes in, I believe the shipping's going to be just as much as a Titan class figure, but there we go. Right, what else have we got? Hunger 08. What's the first Transformer you ever got? So as a child, the first Transformer that I ever got was Optimus Prime and Megatron for Christmas in 1984. And again, there's a couple of answers to this, because there's a couple of times that I brought and got one back. Let me have a think. The first one, as I say, apart from being a kid, the first one, and again, it was when I started buying them in the early 2000s again, and it probably will be Optimus Prime again, to be honest. It probably was. That's probably the main reason why I started again, but I can't remember, because I know I won Optimus Prime and Starscream at the same time. I can't remember which one came first, so it'll be one of them. Might customise the one I acquired then. Good idea. Alpha Prime's there, everybody's then. Seal Premium, but I've not seen the Barricade. I've got the Premium Jazz, I've got the G1 Colours Jazz, and I've got the Premium Ironhide, but I've not seen the Premium Barricade. I bet that's really good, actually. I bet that is really good. There's 32 in here now. Right. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else to show you that I've got to be at hand. Let's have a think. So the other thing that I wanted to tell you as well, and I keep going to say it, that this is why I was saying I've already said a few things already. I've done a lot of interviews with a few of the people on here, which is brilliant. But TF Source, I've just finished off the complete... I've done all the interview with TF Source, and I've just sent the pictures off, so I'm going to be, as and when they upload it, I'm going to be their next featured collector on the whole TF Source website, so that's quite an accolade, which came out of nothing. I thought I'd let you guys know that as well, so I'm quite pumped about that, to be honest. I think that's really good. What character would you like to see released in the upcoming lines? Dylan the Autobot, I have the same t-shirt. Right, what character would I see? I don't know where the lines are going. Obviously, there's some things that have been spoiled. I didn't like the new Headmasters. I'm so sorry to all the people who brought them, like the Walmart ones. I didn't really like them at all. I did have the Titans Return ones, which probably aren't any better, but I think at the time I was just buying them because I was getting them. Didn't like them, so maybe they could do them better. Here we go. Thanks. Do I have a boxed Grimlock? Yes, I've got two. I've got the squiggle. Yeah, I've got the 84 one. I've got a boxed Grimlock. I think I've got 2 boxed Grimlocks. Do you consider pre-rub, pre-rub as different variants? Oh, sorry, you did ask that earlier and it just went. Sorry, you did ask that. Sometimes I do. Can I say? I wouldn't advise it. It'll probably just get cut out. Yeah, what was I saying? I don't know. I suppose you could class them as two variants. Dylan the Transformer, he's got the same shirt. Good. Dylan's got the same one as this. I think they would be, wouldn't they? I think you can class them as pre-rub, but then the problem again is then you've got to start collecting all them as well. You see, now everyone's been saying this, the Victory, I'd like to see what they do with them, but yeah, it would be interesting because I think they've touched on it a few times, haven't they? Cyberverse figures, no, I don't think so. I might have, I'm trying to think. Like the smaller ones or the new ones. I've got, no, my little boy's got the Soundwave one with the laser beak that pops out of his chest. And we've got that one. Takara Headmasters are definitely better in my opinion. I've seen them, I think they're right. I think where I was going on, I think I'm actually one of the youngest Fincher, turning 14 next month, I imagine. You're doing really well, Eric. You're absolutely smashing it at the moment. Why is he asking that? That's okay. Thanks, interesting to get the opinion. Do I collect any third party? I get asked this all the time, and I don't. And again, it's one of the things, I've got nothing against third party at all. I've just never gone into that. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. How do I do it? Otherwise, I would do. Someone tell me how to do it, and I will do it. What was I saying? No, I've just got no space. I've just always been happy enough, I suppose, with the ones that I wanted to, with the Hasbro or the Takara variants. And I've I joked this with Vector Sigma Reviews, and that he's another UK guy, and he's got loads of them, and it's just another an alley and another angle that I haven't been able to go down. Here we go. And I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he's in here. Is there any affordable way to get a Minerva? I suppose you can piece it together yourself. You can what's the word? You can piece it together yourself. It's tough, isn't it? It's tough. You can probably get a really loads of people are doing it now. Loads where you can treat, peroxide the plastic, so you could get like a really battered, like bright yellow one or whatever, and then maybe treat it yourself to get it done. But I don't think so, unfortunately. I think now, and we discussed this quite a lot, I think the fact that the Japanese franchises and they're just getting bigger and bigger. More and more people are collecting the Japanese figures, and that's obviously what's pushing the prices up. What do you think about the Ghostbusters Transformers collab? I didn't go for any of them either. I've looked at them. I looked at the obviously the Ecto one, was it Maverick? I don't know what it's called. And I didn't really, do you know what? I really didn't like the X-Men crossover either, so I'm not really bothered about that. Didn't like that one at all. That's it. Back to the Future. What's your favourite story from the G1 comics? Time Wars for me all day long. I know you've said that is before. That one's coming up soon. That's going to be coming up. Do you know what? The ones that I just did, the Dinobot hunts, they're, for me, being like a UK comic reader, they were so good at the time. They were really good. And obviously they made their way over the pond out nowadays, but yeah, they were so much better. Same. Gigawatt is so much fun. Maybe I need to get it. Maybe I need to look at it. Maybe I need to look at Gigawatt. I've looked at it, but the problem that I've got is, let's be honest, I wouldn't know where I'd put it. What I'd then have to do, and I'd blame you lot entirely, what I'd then have to do is I wouldn't have to get Gigawatt, I'd have to get Ecto 1, I'd have to get the other two, and then whichever one, I'd have to have a shelf, and I'd have to get them all, and I'd probably have to get a boxed one, and probably have to get a loose one. So no, I can't go down. I can't look into them. I think Minerva also known as Minel, but not sure. Yes, it is. That is sometimes true. They do sometimes call that. I think it's just the difference in the language, just how they say it. See, Phil's telling me that he likes Gigawatt now as well. Phil, bad influence. Here we go. Are you going to get any? 100% I'm going to be getting the shattered glass stuff. I've always liked the shattered glass stuff. I've got a few of the Botcon figures which are in shattered glass. I've got the new Optimus and Ratchet shattered glass, which is brilliant, and I've got the 2 Hasbro ones on pre-order already because you don't have to pay for them just yet, so that's good. Here we go. Matrix Crest. I want the Top Gun one. Dynamo Hunt was quality. Matrix Crest. Things are past it. Any crossovers you'd like to see? Is meant to be Minerva after the good. Ah, there you go. There's a load of gigawatts in my Smith, so I was quite surprised to see him there, didn't I? Right, where's that question? Any crossover? I don't really think so, unless they went and got... I don't know what they could do, because the moulds that I like are all figures that, you know, that I like and they mean something to me, so rather than seeing it crossed over, I don't know, maybe they could just start doing the Bayverse figures better. That's probably might upset a few people, but I don't want it to. I just think that some of their figures could be so much better. Excellent fairness, I'll search for the review. Thanks for the info. Good. Gigawatts. No, I might have to look at the gigawatts. To be fair, I think, Phil, you can show me when you come around in a couple of weeks. You can show me yours. Yes. Anything that's mint on seal card for Generation 1 nowadays, that's a good price. Definitely. Is there anything you need to look out for if you're looking for a Takara 03 Wheeljack? I've had all the Marvels cross. Right, so you're talking obviously the Japanese boxed. The differences with that you're going to see is the fact that the missile launchers actually really launch the missiles. The other difference with the Takara is it's the same as the IGA, so you're looking for the slightly darker, the wings that come out of his back, but otherwise the figure's exactly the same. The figure's exactly the same. Great figure. If you can get him complete then in an 03 box, then fantastic. Honestly, if you can, that's amazing. Studio Series Bayverse are good in my opinion. I agree with some of them Bumble Jumper. I definitely do, Ed. I think they've managed to make some much better, to be fair. But I don't know which I'd like to cross it. I think some of them, I think we were just talking about, I think they're just so fiddly, and like they've got the same amount of steps as, oh, Bill's here. You're right, Bill. Here we go. I'll keep looking for the 03. What was I saying? Yeah, like the new studio series, like the new Hot Rod and all that, they've got so many different they've got so many different you know, steps to transform them, but they're slick. They move really slick, whereas with the Bayverse ones or the studio series, maybe it's just me, maybe I'm old and useless, that they just take me forever to do, or they don't seem to fit properly. Like I brought that World War II Bumblebee one because I thought that's actually quite cool. I've never seen one of them before. So I brought one of them, and then you know, it doesn't fit together properly. And I Google it and I read about it, and it says, "Oh, it's a common fault." So I didn't like that. Pocket Migo, what do I think of Beast Wars? I haven't got round to watching it yet. It's coming. It's on my radar. It's literally 2 episodes away. I've got to watch the last episode of Victory, the 1 episode of Zone. I'm watching them all in order again, by the way, from the beginning, and then I'm on to Beast Wars. Titan, you should be made. The right answer is Tidal Wave. I've said this. Titan, for the next Titan, could be Tidal Wave. That would be brilliant. But I've also said this loads of times as well. Why don't we get a Commander class Victory Leo, a Commander class Star Saber, combine them two and have a Titan class Victory Saber? Imagine how good that would be with today's technology. That would just be unbelievable. If they could do that right now, it would be stunning. And I don't see why they couldn't. You're gonna like be. What's going on here? Transformers G1, thanks, man. Beast Machines was a great series. The great. Yep, you see, there's so many cartoons that I need to go through again, and that's exactly why I've started right at the very beginning, because I get invited onto, you know, things like this that I'm doing by myself. Here we go. I only have one of the Dutch modes. Beast is G1. There we go. Did they make a Transformers Masterpiece Victory? They made a Star Saber. Yes, there's a Star Saber Masterpiece. Does anyone Tidal Wave from Energon or Armada? He's very small. Studio Series Hot Rod is very small, but Hot Rod shouldn't be huge, should he? I don't think he should be massive. But I know what they're saying about the price thing with that. I know what they're saying. MP Star Saber, yeah, got him. I liked him, to be fair, but I actually preferred the original one. I preferred the original G1 Star Saber, to be honest. Beast War. Yeah, it is. That's what I mean. So when I finished, so I've never seen Victory, but don't want to till I have Weyer. That's true, Adam. Somebody, for anybody who's wondering, who's watching this video, someone's just put, I've never seen Victory, but don't want to till I have a way of affording the toys. Otherwise, you know, he doesn't want to watch them because he wants to buy the toys. So maybe 100 years or so. But again, you know, you can buy some loose ones here, there, and everywhere. Loops. Amazing figure. Amazing figure. Such a cool idea. Legends of Cybertron's here, that's brilliant. And this one, Loops, this guy is one of my favourite new figures, definitely. If he'd have had 2 of them guns, it would have been amazing. So impressed with these figures, so impressed. There's the other one. There's the one with his thingy chins. I did not know that, Magnum Prime. I did not know that at all. So what Magnum Prime's just said there is that there's a third-party Masterpiece Victory Lego that he thinks combines with the Takara MP Star Saber. If anybody has any pictures of that, toys_r Russ, message it to me, please. I would love to see that. Love to see. If that's the case, amazing. Then there you go. That's you now. So Magnum Prime's fault now. I've got to start buying third parties. Yeah, they're really good. The other ones, the new Netflix figures, they're very good. Very impressed. And again, this one, I know it's a lot of money. I know it's a lot of money. And if you've already got one, this guy's the best. That's just stunning. Do you regret having lost a special Transformer eBay auction? And yes, loads of times. Loads of times. So my new thing now that I do with eBay is if I see something that I want, and I know how much I'm willing to pay, then I'll just go straight at the beginning. I'll just bid that. Like, even if it's been on there for a minute and it's got 7 days left, I'll just put the price that I want it to go for. Then if I get outbid, then I get outbid because I wasn't willing to pay that money. So that's easier. Right, KFC Simba, I need to have a look at that. I need to look at that, definitely. I wonder how big it is. Does anybody know how big it is? Is it as big as like the original? Because I think the Masterpiece Star Saber is smaller than. Do I have G1 Star Saber? Yes, I've got 3. I've got the original version in the long box, which came out a couple of months, and the reason why it's slightly different is because it's got the gold plastic, and then I've for the front chest, and then I've got the version that came out in the same year, but it's classed as the second version, and it's in the standing up tall box. And then I've got one which I've combined into Victory Saber. So yeah, Loops, if you check out my channel, if you just check out, in fact, just type him in, just type in Star Saber, or just go to the Japanese exclusives and my playlists. Yeah, I've got oh brilliant. Sligon's going to send me a picture. That's brilliant. Yeah, I've got a really detailed video of Star Saber in all of his modes, because he's got normal he's got obviously his head. He's got robot mode, he's got giant robot mode, he's got base mode, he's got jet mode, he's got giant jet mode, and that's before you even combine him with Victory Leo, which gives him another 3 modes. So yeah, if you're after any Japanese exclusive videos, they're in my playlists. Perfect. Transformers G1 fan, I knew you'd know as well, thanks pal. Someone sent me a picture, so I'll have a look at that in a minute. Here we go. I'd go and grab him, but he's all the way over there, unless you really, really want me to. If somebody really wants me to go and get Victory Saber, I will do. It's up to you guys. I'll wait and see what they say. They're all talking amongst themselves. What would you say is your favourite series outside of G1? Victory. Nailed it again. Victory's just class. That's why I just said I'm watching them again from the beginning. Victory's just really good, even though like I'm watching the English dub and they've just got all the names wrong, but it's funny, it's comical. What would I say is my favourite G1 outside? It's nice to know that everybody's in here, and everybody's chatting away. How many G1 Milton Bradley figures do you have? Only 2. Megatron, that's the one I forgot. That's my Megatron variant I forgot. I've got yeah, I've got an MB Megatron and an MB Prime, but that's the only other one. How many Milton Bradley figures? I'm going to wait to see if the flat top gets reduced in price. Why don't Eric, what I would suggest you do then, pal, is just message him. If you've seen a price that you want, just say, is that the best price you'll take, and then see if he'll take it less. You never know. What to think of animated? Again, okay, not watched enough of him, in honesty. Really not watched enough of him to be anything. He looks great. Russ, I had to choose between those three as I couldn't afford them all. For reasons you'll see and watch my video tomorrow. Is every 1984 figure available in the MB packaging? I know you meant MB there. I believe so. Again, there's another guy I've started chatting to recently, and his name's Ferdy. He's the guy who actually brought the Seijay Insecticon off with the orange chest. He's got, literally, his collection's ridiculous. It's not like big huge. It's like super rare. He's got, there's only one MB figure that he hasn't got sealed, and that is, there's a Huffer, and that's the only one that's eluding him. So I've seen his collection. I'll see if I can get him to post some pictures, or maybe do a collab with me so you can see his stuff, because his MB collection is just jaw-dropping. All of them. He's even got, I think he's got the MB red tracks as well. No, you know, if it's a proper auction site, just send him a message. Just say, is this the best price, or can you not make an offer? I'm sure you can. I always do. I always offer him a lower thing first, just in case. You never know, they might want to sell it for less. But yeah, Loops, you can't go wrong with that Sparkler Spot. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh, here we go. Oh, do you know what, guys? You're not going to believe this, but I'm recording this on my phone, and a message just came at the top, and it was my American contact, and he's just literally said, this is ridiculous, this is live, that he is now, well, in possession of my Unicron. So when I finish this video, I'm going to be arranging for that to be brought. So there you go. It's just literally come. You can't see it, obviously. I don't know why I'm pointing there. It came down as a message on the top of the screen from, yes, I'm going to be replying to him after this as well. That is some timing, Adam. Yeah, literally, obviously you can't see it all the front of my phone, but that's what I was reading then. Woohoo! I can join it eventually. Russ, do you collect other toys? How you doing, Lionel? You okay? Not really, no, I don't really. I've just got no space at all. Unicron's entered the chat. So it's all our Unicron. Of course it's all our Unicron. It's all our Unicron. Will do. Star Saber is one of my favourite super... He's brilliant. Do you want me to show you one, Loops? I don't mind, honestly. If you want to see him, just tell me. I'll jump up and get it. Well, because you guys keep chatting anyway. I can show you. I think I've got both to hand without causing too much disruption. I'm gonna have to redo all my room tomorrow anyway. Any GoBots? Somebody else has asked that. No, I've got rid of all of them. They've all gone. I think they've all gone. I've got a couple here and there of other things, but yeah, they've all gone. Comrade Marcus. There's loads of in here now. This is really good. Seeing, I thought I'd be nervous. This is fun. Nice one, bud. Anybody else want to see anything? Might as well jump up and grab it. Do you have any advice on how to approach insuring a Transformers collection? I think, Simon, nice for you to drop in, mate. Have a good night's sleep. Hopefully kids don't keep you up. I think you've just got to, the best thing you can do is, first and foremost, is you wouldn't mind seeing the MP next to the original. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to reply to Adam. I started off initially at first just adding it as an additional to the content. So you'd have the contents and then you'd have the extra at the side. But then obviously with it getting out of hand, I was putting like the extra thing, and it was really high, and then they sort of contacted me and said, what is it exactly that you're insuring? So so I said, and I told them what it is, and then you get your own separate insurance for it, just in case, because obviously it's just not worth it. Right, somebody wants to see the MP next to the original. Give me 2 seconds. Right, let me balance him here while I get the Masterpiece one down. He's not going to fit there, is he? I'll put him there while I get the Masterpiece one for you. What have I missed? What have I missed? Let me catch up. What have I missed? So, I want. There they are next to each other. Oh no, so they're the same height, but obviously the Masterpiece one has just got more articulation. I need to catch up with you all. So just this is the original, the very first release of Star Saber. So these gold parts are a sticker. So if any of you got Star Sabers with the stickers on, it's the rarer one. It's the original release with the sticker. After that, it just all came out as gold sticker. Sorry, gold plastic. Right, where am I want to thank you for no problem at all, Asterion. Asterion, for those of you who don't know, he's very big with the Transformers collection in, I think it's in Brazil. Where are you? South America as well, isn't it? And he's going to be doing things with me over there as well. Where are we? Where are we? Are you talking about the Headmaster dog? I'm actually the next episode of that. Good grief, beautiful. The sword is like a mirror. Yeah, it's huge. I mean, the G1. The G1 sword's just massive. It's lovely. Whereas, I think it's bigger. Let me have a look. It is. The G1 is bigger than the Masterpiece. It's bigger by about an inch. Over an inch bigger. Over an inch bigger. Way bigger. But again, I think the things that that shocks people is the size of this guy. He's massive. Massive. Just about his waist. I've got Graham to thank for this anyway. I remember watching his video on this one. Right, here we go. That's a pretty fab homage. What's the thought on the new Titan class arc being released? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. I don't know. I think it's going to be good. I'm a bit gutted it's not the biggest, because I think it should have perhaps been the biggest if it's the arc. But that'll be interesting to see. Fitting all on the back there with all them. I'm looking forward to that, to be fair, to see exactly what it looks like. How do you dust your collection? Okay, I get asked this quite a lot, and this is the honest truth, that I must just be really lucky. Although now, and it's only because I've just jinxed myself. Yeah, I've lived in this house since January 2015, and I haven't had to dust it once until probably about now. It probably needs a dust now, so I've not done too bad. Yeah, 6 years without having a dust, so I've been really lucky. I've only just started to notice that it's there, but that's probably because I'm in and out way more than I used to be. Pocket Migo, take care, nice to see you. We've got him there. The Star Saber head is awesome. Yeah, he's brilliant. See Pocket, Pocket to stop by, he's gone, brilliant. Oh no, Ed's gone to see the baby, which is good. Would you prefer Diatlas teams? Both have included elbows. You see, that's a good. Someone's asked me about who do I prefer, the big powered team or the Star Convoy one, but I don't own Grandis, so I can't really give an answer on that. I think the fact that Diatlas big powered is an actual. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Robots. I think the fact that big powered is supposed to be an actual city, it does make it so much better, and you can obviously but you can connect them all up. You can connect big powered to battle convoy if you want as well. Which do you consider the most unique piece of Transformers merchandise you own, figure or otherwise? It was gonna have to be that the Matrix that I picked up pure fluke. Didn't even realise, you know, the value of it or what it was. It was part of a deal again that I brought. I think it's called. Oh, I can't think what it's called, but I think I showed it on my What's Happening Wednesday, the one that City Later Legends of Cybertron. It's got the key to Vector Sigma in the back of it as well. Oh, I don't think it was called. Diamond Selects Matrix. It's big enough for you to put your hands in it. Yes, you do, Transformers G1 fans. You definitely have to get the Masterpiece version, because you love Masterpiece figures, so you have to get the Masterpiece version. No problem. Thanks for dropping in, Loops. Anyway, hope you enjoy the Star Saber videos, but there's loads of other Japanese exclusives in that playlist, so let me know what you think. What do you think about the Optimus Prime Roboson? Brilliant. I like that. That might be something else I might have to ask my American friend to get hold of for me, but at the moment that's a pipe dream at the moment. I think it's really nice. I do think it's really good, but at the moment that's a pipe dream at the minute. And again, Hasbro UK aren't it's not on the Hasbro website, so at the moment that's definitely not going to be happening at the moment. Wow, we've been going for 75 minutes already. Just to keep anybody updated who's watching the video after they've done the chat, everyone's talking about the Ark now. Toys R Us skill. I just hope it's big enough. I just hope it's big, because I mean, I know it's not as big as the rest. I definitely know it's not that. I know it's not as big as the rest, which is a bit strange because it's the Ark. So you'd have thought it would have been, okay, not Unicron size, but you'd think it'd been bigger. Would you like to have any G1 car as a real car? Daily driver. If I could afford to put the fuel in it, it's got to be Sideswipe. I think even more than Trax. I just think the Countach is amazing, isn't it? Thanks very much for stopping by, Transformers G1 fan. Thanks for stopping in. So yeah, the Countach, definitely. Lamborghini Countach is amazing. But I do love the Corvette for Trax. They're all good, aren't they? All the G1 cars. Did you pre-order the Ark? Not yet. Not yet. I probably will be, but yeah, not yet. I don't know if there's a cap on it. I think they'll just sell as many as they can. Hopefully, anyway. The only ones that I've got on pre-order are the ones that are like the exclusives, where they've got you over a barrel. Do you ever toy hacks your older figures? No, I don't. You're right. I've got a few normal. Funnily enough, I was just looking here anyway. I've just got a few of the old originals anyhow, which I've managed, again, just picked up over the years. Not all full, but yeah. And I don't even really do that, to be honest. What's my favourite? You are cool, thanks. What's your favourite Titans? My favourite Titans, Scorponok, and then here we go. She's there. Loops has got I've got the Star Sabers out. It definitely is buffering way behind. Again, anybody else who toy hacks is, fantastic. I think it's really good the fact that they can do it. So I'm pleased that it allows people to do that, which is brilliant. Oh, here we go. There's some more people jumping in. Brilliant. Crimson Raptors is there. Hi, Crimson. Thanks for stopping in. Oh yeah, because obviously oh no, it's an hour away my normal video goes live, doesn't it? I thought I'd try this. I thought I'd do a live one for once, and it seems to be going really well. And JJ Prime is here as well. Excellent. Hey JJ Primes. I'm a little hazy on the newer series and they're older. So we have Original, G1, Master Force, Victory Zone. Right, where are we? Let's have a look. So what are we saying here? What order were the series? So there's, so you want to know the Japanese series? Okay, so you're dead right. After Headmasters, there was Master Force. After Master Force, it was Victory. After Victory, it was Zone. Then it was called Return of Convoy. And then the last one after that was called Operation Combination. And that was the last of all the G1s. And again, I've pointed this book out. I've got it here at the side of me next to me. It's just the best thing ever. Ever. Well, it's not for your wallet because it makes you want them all. But it even tells you. So so there where we get to 1990, you can see it says at the top Transformers Zone. Does it? Where does it say Zone? Yeah, there it is, Transformers Zone. It says there. So you know that it's Zone. What else is going on here? We needed Takari Asterion. They've done it. They've agreed it. The Black Zarek, you can pre-order it now, mate. I've got one pre-ordered already. They're definitely doing it. They've been doing it for about the last month and a half. Lionel, so that's Asterion 75. Black Zarek is confirmed, the Generation Select. It's been confirmed for about 2 months, maybe longer. Smash the energy out of the button, folks. Lovely, that's a great thing to end on. Excellent stream, Russ, later all. Bless your channel. They must be able to make Black Zarek now with the gold plastic. Yes, they... and then going back to what we were just talking about there, this book here has got everything, you see, so... when you get to the Japanese ones, it even says, you know, what they're called. So it's a great book. Black Sarek must have been at least a month ago. At least JJ Prime's got to be, hasn't it? Got to be. But yeah, I can't wait for that. Definitely can't wait for that. Operation Combination, that's the one. Yeah. Ultra. Hey Adam, while you're on here now, Ultra Marcus, do me a favour. Tell Adam where you managed to get this book from. He's only literally just got one. They're not that expensive. These ones aren't. The only problem is what it makes you spend. It's a great book. It's too good. Operation Combination was the last thing in 1992 for the G1 line in Japan. 29 people are dropping out. Anyone else got any more questions? So a couple of things, a couple of people who've come on. I'll just show you a couple of things that I've opened. So I've got some rare more Minibots. I just opened a yellow wind charger, the Antex. I've opened that, and Russ, do you have a favourite artist? Oh, my wallet, Magnum Prime, £20. There you go, £20 on eBay. Everyone's got it. Will you be opening up your Bayverse figs from Studio Series in the future? Right. Well, I'll be opening up my Bayverse. If they're sealed, then JJ Primes, I won't be opening up anything if it's sealed. But I've started doing the movie figures all of a sudden anyway, which is good. Which is my favourite figure to transform. I love transforming Scorponok. I just think he's just the best figure ever, obviously, which I keep saying that to people. I think he's brilliant to transform. Cyclonus as well. G1 Cyclonus, I like transforming him. He's cool to transform. Pre-order Black Zarek, the ark's supposed to be 19 inches tall. Yeah, that's it. Who else transforms really well? Yeah, I think Cyclonus transforms really well. Definitely. Newer figures, I love the new Prime. There's a guy called, there you go, that's it. 3B Diak who sells them on eBay. There you go, everybody's helping each other out. Brilliant stuff. But I know that, again, they've appeared on eBay, but that book has been the best and the worst thing to happen to my Transformers collecting. It's the best because it's got everything in it. It's the worst because it makes you want it. I'm just catching up with all the questions on here. There we go. I mean, the Studio Series figures, I think they just... Loads of people, there's loads of people hit and miss, isn't there, with them? The Studio Series, because the fact that some of them just aren't as good as they were expecting. Wow, M's in now, brilliant. Soundwave and Prime, yeah, so he's transformed. Hi, M here from Transformers and Video Games. Have I travelled in Japan? I was lucky enough in the year 2000 when I used to work at Epson, and that's as in the printers and the ink cartridges. My job title was trainer, and basically that meant that what my job was to do was to learn basically how to build the printers and the cartridges. So there was a team of us, there was about 8 of us, we went over to Japan and we learned how to build the newest model at the time. So I was very lucky. I did 32 days in Japan. I stayed in a place that you've never heard of, and I worked in a place that you've never heard of, which we stayed in Matsumoto, and I went to work in Hiroka. And yeah, but we got a couple of days out in Tokyo, which was brilliant. That was amazing. That was a great experience, to be fair. So yeah, so I've done. Unfortunately, though, at the time I wasn't back into Transformers then. If I'd have known, you know, especially in the year 2000, everything would have been at a reasonable price, fingers crossed, and I'd have probably brought 3 or 4 blue Bacchus, Black Shadows and everything else that I could have fit in the suitcase, but at the time I wasn't. But no, I have been lucky enough to spend 32 days in Japan with work. That was good. That was a good question, that was. What else is there? Everybody's saying hello to everybody. For the people who are watching the video and they're watching this back later, everybody's saying hello to everybody in the chat. It's nice to have everybody in here because there is literally people inside this chat from all the corners of the earth. This is brilliant. So thank you ever so much, everybody, again, who's in the chat, who's watching this. This is fun. Keep your questions coming. If for anything that people have missed, I've showed some mini bots that I've opened. I've just showed a little gem, which I'll just show again, that I've not put in any of my videos just yet. So for those of you who just joined late, that's something I've been hiding away for ages and not really shown in a video, so I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Do you ever expect to go back to Japan? Do you know what? I'd actually love to go back to Japan, and it'd be really nice to go back again without having to work, although I had a great experience over there. But yeah, I'd love it. I think Japan's amazing, to be fair. I do. I think Japan is really, really amazing. Did you ever play the War for Cybertron video game? I did not. I did not either. That was at the time when I was not playing games. Contrary to belief, maybe, shall we say, that obviously with me being, I suppose, like normal teenagers, I was an overweight late teenager with playing games too much. And then so I stopped playing games, and I didn't start playing games. I haven't really played them at all. Here we go. Miami, Florida, representing Yorkshire. Everybody's here. What's my favourite Studio Series figure? I don't really know. I've just boxed them up and sold a load of them. But I did really like Dropkick from the Bumblebee movie. I did really like that one. So that's probably one of my favourites. But right, what are we going? What's the figure you've been most disappointed with after purchase? So this is a tough one, because the thing is, with the figures that you get, obviously, like you guys out there, we know none of us are lucky enough to be sent. Although Robot Crate is there, and he did send me a figure, which was incredibly, incredibly kind of him. So with the figures that I buy, I don't really buy ones that I think, oh, it isn't going to be good. I'll only buy ones that I really, really want. But the one that I'm most disappointed with, I'm just looking up now and seeing which one I can think. What can I think? RC, yeah, the new RC. Not impressed with that. I think it looks amazing. I think it looks really, really good. But it's just, I mean, obviously it's being coined as a shell former, isn't it? But I think they could make her so much better. So much better. Yorkshire T. Do you have the vintage G1 working aim radio? It looks a bit like, I know which one you mean, but I actually don't, unfortunately. That's an amazing. Whoever's got that, it's brilliant. Which Dinobot are you most looking forward to in Studio Series 86? I think I've said this as well, Ultramarcus. I think what we'll do is I think we'll definitely get the 4, obviously, that were in the movie. And everybody's all like, well, Snarl wasn't in the movie. But I think we'll get Snarl, but I think he'll be in the other toy line, like Cyclonus was in Kingdom. And Galvatron's in Kingdom as well, obviously, isn't he? So's Rodimus. So I'm probably most looking forward to now, because Grimlock's amazing. I need to do a video on him, actually. Be interesting to see what they do with Sludge. Because Grimlock's big, Slag's big, Sludge should be bigger, so it would be interesting to see what they do with him. So I think that would be a really, really, really good one, to be honest. Is there one figure you just can't find you really want? I can find it, I just can't afford it. There's a few, yeah, there's a few. In fact, no, ones that I just want to find. Where are we? King T, did he do it? My good man. Which alternate Spinaltech figure was your favourite? Did you get any of the Kiss or Alternity ones too? My definite favourite is Trax, which is the one I did a video on the other day, but very, very close second is Laser Wave. And then I think I've got Blaster. I need to dig out all my Binaltech and I'm gonna have a look exactly which ones I've got. I think I've got RC. I think there's just one which I didn't get, which was one of the Kiss players, but that's just because, again, it was just another repaint, so I didn't get it. Do you have exposed your collection to public one time? Sludge is a big one for you. I've only been sharing my collection since March last year, so it's, as I say, I suppose the word is getting out there. It is starting to grow that I've got it, but I think that's what you mean. Do you have exposed your collection to public one time? Is that what you mean? Sorry, Asterian. Eric's saying I might have to sell if this reduce the price. Which thing I should try with? The auction deals are biting it. Oh, if it's a biting it, I don't know. Ask him. I love the GTR. Yeah, the GTR Convoy is good, to be fair. I've got the Mirage as well, and I've got the Rumble. I've got Hot Rodimus. I've got, is it Camshaft, the one that's supposed to be quite rare? I've got one of him, but he's not been opened, so I've got him still sealed. of the, and he's an alternator because they didn't bring him out as the Binal Tech, did they? Got another message. 28 there, 23 thumbs up, that's good. I love the GTR convoy. Yeah, Ultramar, I think Sludge is going to be brilliant. He's got to be huge. But I was doing things again the other day with, when I do the next Megatron, when you see the next Megatron Monday video, and I've got the leader class Megatron from the 2007 movie, and he's stood next to our leader class Megatron. He's double the size. He's crazy. He's absolutely crazy, the size difference. So I imagine they've got to do something with Sludge. He's got, if they're trying to build everything to scale, which is the new thing that they're doing, he's got to be huge, surely. Got to be massive. Fingers crossed anyway. Because that's the big thing, isn't it? I think that's going to be the talking point on everybody's lips for the next few months. The fact that the prices are going up again. It's been confirmed. Robot Recruits is in the chat again, I keep mentioning him, but it's also been confirmed by Hasbro and everywhere that the prices are going up. And it's a good job the figures are getting better, I think, because if the figures weren't getting any better, there'd be, you know, pretty more, they're not an uproar, but there'd be a few more disgruntled people. But the figures are definitely getting smaller. Definitely getting loads smaller. I did a size comparison with the leader class double dealer from Earthrise. I put him next to, do you remember Revenge of the Fallen Wheelie? Revenge of the Fallen Wheelie, okay, he's all gangly and that, but he's taller than him. He's bigger than him, so that's quite an interesting thing. Yeah, yes, unfortunately, prices are going up again. They're going up 11%. Somebody actually from Canada, it was, who told me. It was in a group chat I was in not so long ago. They're going up even more. Maybe in here. There's some people in here who know that in the chat already. So unfortunately, yes, Hasbro are putting the prices up everywhere. Oh, okay. Asterian's question is: have I ever put my have I ever put my collection up for public exhibition? I haven't. No, that would be a crazy honour, but I don't know who'd be interested in. I mean, I don't know who'd even want to be honest. It would be an absolute honour if anybody wanted me to. I mean, the logistics of getting it all out and getting it on display would be something. It would be quite a feat, but if it was for something like that as an actual exhibition, I'd love to do that. Maybe, yeah. I know that I've joked in the past a few times. I'll tell you what I want to say there. I know that I've joked in the past that that, you know, maybe opening a Transformers museum if I'm older. I suppose everybody's heard of, if you're old enough to know about the guy who's got Skywalker Ranch, whatever it is in LA, I could be the, maybe, this is again everybody else saying that it could be true, I could be the British version of that. There we go. In Peru, the group transforms for a permanent exhibition. I'll have a look for that then. I'll have a look for that. Maybe I can start the permanent exhibition for the UK. That'd be fun. Everyone's talking there. For people who are watching the video and I can't see the chat, people are commenting that because the price of Hasbro things are going up again, that soon it'll be cheaper to collect G1, and everybody's encouraging me to do in a Transformers museum. I've had so many people ask me to do that. Honestly, it's crazy, but I wouldn't even know the ins and outs, how to start it, what to do with it, where to put it. I'm lucky enough that I've got a room that's completely overcrowded, which is, it's all right, it's happening, Russ. There you go. Who knows? Well, I suppose I could do a virtual tour, couldn't I? That's all the rage at the minute, obviously, because we're not allowed physically in places, so I don't see why I could not do a virtual tour at some point. Another one. Yes, to the museum. Where would I don't even know. This is funny. I like it. This is funny. Could be something. What I'd have to do though, if I was to do the if I was to do it, then I think what I'd have to do is I'd have to pull everything out. How many rooms do it's only one room. This is, well, I mean the bottom, this is classed as what would be a study, and then the room that you see it in is just, it's supposed to be a guest bedroom, but my wife's amazing, bless her, so she lets me have it. Where are we? I haven't gone down the third party rabbit hole. I'm just really good at I suppose that I'm going to do a mini little video for Ultra Marcus and for Pocket Mego and for a few other people who've asked, and it isn't really that interesting. It's a lot of it's just I'm going to be doing, it's just what's the word, it's on storage, how I keep everything stored. A lot of it is very simple Tetrising. A lot of it is very simple Russian dolls. I've, like, let's be honest, in a Titan Scorponok box, I think I got about 5 or 6 deluxe boxes hidden away in one of them. And then in other things, just fitting them all into all nooks and crannies. I think of it, the G1 flywheels I brought over the weekend was cheaper than his War for Cybertron version. Everybody's talking about getting a museum going. The virtual idea could be a good idea. It's international community, and with the pandemic, it could be the safe way to do it. It looks like more fair play for putting them into it. Yeah, it is literally. It's just it's not on display. What it like all the vinyl tech. I wish I could show you. Well, I don't know how to turn the camera around while it's working. Let me have a go and see what I can do. So I've got to see. So you can see, like, on this top shelf there, there's loads of figures and everything behind it. But on this one here, there's all the vinyl text and all the alternators just behind them. And then that's the same. I don't really want to go in the other room just in case I lose the Wi-Fi, but like I just stack everything behind. So at the moment, this is a bit of a mishmash. So we've got the new War for Cybertron figures, and I've got all the Combiner War stuff behind it. And then I'll do a proper video as I've been requested, just to show you in the corner. So at the moment, like, none of me alternators and vinyl tech are out on display. Where are we? Combat Colin from the comics. Yeah, I haven't been able to get any of them out. The movie, the rest of my studio series and the movie 5 ones, because again, I've got no affiliation for them at all. I just brought them because they were really, really cheap. They're all actually just in a box, all the way in storage. So no, I haven't, unfortunately. My G1 boxes as well, I haven't managed to get all them out because, again, just lack of space. Yeah, it just really running down. Get me. Yeah, Kingdom Huff is amazing. He's definitely worth getting. What else is everybody asking here? I can't believe I've been going for like 100 minutes. It's amazing. What is the reaction of your friends when they visit your house and discover? Okay, so obviously my friends I've had for a long time have seen it just grow, and they've just seen it. I think the biggest thing was when we moved into this house 6 years ago, because I'd had a few, and again I'd been storing some in boxes, and because I had the space at the time to be able to put it all out, was a bit like wow. And then I think it's quite funny because I think now like most people obviously know I've got this and all that, but beforehand people would just think, oh, you know, he's got a few figures, he's might have a bookcase, might have a couple of shelves here and there. But then when they walk in and it's actually like a room, it's a bit like, it's like, okay, that's a Transformers collection. And then funnily enough, everyone's talking about museum. Everybody always like, yeah, it's a museum. So I've never coined that term. Everybody has. Sideways, did I ever get any negative feedback of people who knew they'd heard about your collection? Not in person, but I've had a few people on here and a couple of people on Instagram. I think the misconception is that either I've got a trust fund, or I've won the lottery, or I've got really, really rich parents. But the long and short of it is that all this is paid for by all my own money that I've worked for. That, yes, I've brought and sold some figures to build it up in the process, but the long and short of it all, there's 20 years worth of stuff in there that I've had to buy. So I got a bit of flack from a couple of people just saying, oh, it's all right for you with Daddy's trust fund, or oh, it's it's all right for you with this, that and the other. But like, without I mean, the last year has been horrendous. I haven't been able to work or to do anything. Yes, I'm getting some things now, but I've got some things now because I've done that by selling other things on and being back at work, and being lucky enough that people in this community, people I'm speaking to, and some people even in this group, who've held on to things for me which they could have sold on ages ago, and people like Chuck who do payment plans for me. So that's the only negative thing really, but that's, I suppose, because it's I'm putting it out there, I am putting it out to the world, so I know I'm going to get some negative feedback from it. I can't expect it all to be nice. I suppose the only good thing is, well, the best thing about it is, you guys are watching, listening to this now, we're all in the same boat. And as I say, I suppose you're always going to get a bit of negative with the positive, but the positive way outshines the little bit of negativity that is there. Right, what have we got here? Don't forget his main. They're all talking about that. I didn't. I saw. Emma's asked about the watch now. I saw the one that I did have. Oh, I've just moved him. I've just moved him. Typically, I didn't get any of the watches that you're so you're really lucky enough to have, and I think it's amazing. I commented on your video, but I just had the quartz robo watch. So I suppose I just went off a bit on a tangent then. So sorry, but yeah. So no, my mates all knew about it. I think when people started coming round, they realised it was a bit of shock. But then, yeah, no, I don't get any negative really. Don't get anything negative at the moment. We just had somebody pop in here, didn't we? But that was about it. Everyone's talking about... Maybe I will do the virtual museum. But as I said, the only way I think that I'd be able to do it is if I pulled everything out and then... like just put the G1 in and then do a tour of the G1, then pull the G1 out, then do all the combiner wars, etc, things like that. I think that's the only way I'd be able to get away to do it, because there's just no way that I could do it at the moment, which I'd love to. There's also going to be some jealousy out there. The only thing worse for them than you being in a fortune position. I think you've nailed it there. I think again the big thing is with this collection that I got into it in the early 2000s when the prices were reasonable, because they're not now. Let's be honest, they're not. There's some things. No, it's not that they're not now. It's a vintage figure. You can't get it anymore, so of course they're going to be expensive. But yeah, it's just that's it. There's an English word. I don't know if it's an international word called savvy, and it just means exactly that. So I'd do that. I'd buy things and I'd just sell them on to enhance my own collection. Have I ever opened a figure now that I regret opening? No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Obviously, the sealed ones I'm never gonna open, and no, I don't think so. Oh yes. Oh yeah, that's a great question actually. Yes, there is one, and that's purely because I can't get another one now. It's funny enough, it's a Combiner Wars figure. When they released Alpha Bravo instead of Slingshot for all them copyright reasons, and then they remade, some other company made Slingshot, but he was called Quickslinger, and I got one, and I quickly opened it and I put it on Superior to make him look correct, and then I thought, oh, I need to get another one now, just so I've got one in the box, and I can't find another one anywhere, but I can find loose ones everywhere. Obviously I can find loose Quickslingers, but I can't find it. Well, I think I saw one sealed one the other day, but I wasn't willing to pay the price that it was. So that's a good question, and there's your answer to that. Good question. And I didn't realise you're only 14, Eric. Thanks, Adam. I think you've done a great job with your collection. Yeah, it's just the other thing as well, which I always say to people to do, that works really well with me at the moment, is team up. Most people, I mean, we look at how many friends we've got here just in this chat alone and talking now. Team up. If you're going to buy something from a particular seller, just ask somebody, just say, oh, I'm going to buy something from this seller. Is there anything that you're interested in as well? If there is, then there's the high chance then that what you can do is you can say, right, I want to buy a couple of things off you. Can we negotiate a better price? 9 times out of 10, they'll say yes. If they don't, the least you're going to get is cheaper postage, and in a lot of cases, with me being in the UK, the other least, it's lower imports. So I think that's another really good way to enhance your collection, to do that, to speak to people who are in the same boat as you, maybe want the same things as you, even if it's exactly the same figure. I mean, I've ordered a couple of Netflix Nemesis Primes before for people way back before Phil's now got some in the UK, but I ordered some from America ages ago. Not the Nemesis Prime, I get mixed up. Anyhow, I ordered the ones, and we just ordered them together and got them quicker because it was easier. We got the ones, the first one, the Magnus. That's it, the Magnus spoiler pack, not the Nemesis. That's the second one. Because we ordered two, so it reduced the price and it reduced the imports and the postage because we shared it. So that's a good thing that you can do to keep things down. Do you have all the boxes for all the... Yes, yeah, literally all of them. They're all waiting to go in a box. Yeah, there you go. They're all waiting to go. I've got a pile of boxes. I've got a pile of boxes right down here, which is there's the shattered glass. that when I get a big enough box, I'm just going to put them all in a great big box, and what I'll do is I'll Russian dolls them. So I'll put the deluxe ones inside the void, you know, the ones that you can, and I'll put them in, stack them all in, and then I'll put it all in a big box, and I'll go and stick it somewhere up in the garage. The great thing of your collection is that, do you no, I don't flat pack boxes. Yeah, my collection is, yeah, that's the comic collection is that's just because it was Transformers and I thought I have to get it. And a lot of the other stuff, again, like the catalogues, they come with the boxes. And again, loads I'm really lucky with the stuff that I've brought. They just come with it. Some of the things that just come with it, they come, you know, I'll buy a collection and there's a couple of books in it. I'll keep the books, I'll buy a collection. To be fair, there's another chap as well, and he's not in here, and I've mentioned him a few times. Anyway, let's have a look at this. I've got a ground shaker coming, a Micromaster ground shaker coming, and the guy with the seller, I was helping him. He contacted me via Facebook and just said, "Are you interested in any, like, basically, can I help value him some figures for him?" So I helped him do that. And then he said, "Is there anything you're interested in?" I says, "No, not really." But then, anyway, we found out they had this ground shaker unused that I'm going to end up buying from him. And then he, funnily enough, he just said, and he mentioned these books. You know, he says, "Are these worth anything?" And I says, "A couple of them are, but, you know, nothing too mega." And he had a couple which I didn't have, so he's going to send me them as well. So again, I'm just really lucky that he's going to send me them with the ones that I've got. Here we go. My dad told me that I opened a vintage Lego car a few years ago. No, you don't want to be opening anything. Do you own any of the Transformers video games? I don't, actually. I've got none of the Transformers video games at all. I know you're not big on technology, but you have thought of creating a Discord channel. I wouldn't even know where to start with that. Not a clue where to even start with that. Here we go. I'd join that. Not be changed bottle fed. If Lee Bennett is still in the chat or talking there now, he's the guy who did my intro for me. He's helped me with everything. I am literally not the most technically savvy person in the world, so maybe I could ask him if it's something that's quite easy to do. Maybe. I wouldn't even, if I could, it's something I could look into. Not at all. That's true. Do I have the Dinobot vintage KO prehistoric animals? I haven't got, to my knowledge, the only KO that I've got, and I didn't realise it was a KO, is the world's smallest Transformers hot rod. The rest of mine are all originals. I don't own any KOs. Oh, there you go. See, Lee will tell you if it's a good idea or not. See, he's in the chat. He's is it worth doing? I don't know. I don't even know what we do on it. I don't even know what Discord. All I know is that the game I play, the Earth Wars game, Transformers Earth Wars games, they've got a Discord as well. So I wouldn't know what to do with regards to, for me to do it. If it's worthwhile, what would I do? The priest restaurant. There you go. See, there you go. Love for Lee. Everybody should give Lee the love for the intros because he did them all. He did the intro for mine. He did the intro for. See you later, Hunger. Nice of you to jump in. Thanks very much. Lee did the one for mine. He did the one for the comics. He did the one for the movies. He did the one for my little boys. He did them all. He's the man. He's the one who's done them all. So maybe there's some people on here as well who do YouTubes. Maybe you can offer your services to them as well. There's still 20 people in here now. It's getting close to midnight now. Excellent. Everybody's okay. I think what I'll do then. Are you on about the gig ones then, Asterion? Are you on about the gig pre-Transformers, the Diaclone ones? If that's what you're on about, I've seen them, and again, it's something that I've not got. Don't really want to go down the Diaclone lines. If I pick them up as in a collection by fluke, then I'll have it. There you go. Love for Lee. Definite love for Lee. Otherwise, it's just me going, hello, everybody. My favourite triple changer is... Ooh, Star Saber. Is that allowed? Is it? he is my favourite triple changer. But if you're talking about the 1985-86 figures Springer, that's my favourite one. Everyone's asking questions in here now as well, so that's good. I can't believe the time. I can't believe you guys have been with me for nearly 2 hours. This is really nice. I'm probably going to wrap it up in about 10 minutes though, I think, just in case anybody's after it. No, tracks, you see Ultramarcus, right? You can say that. You can also say Perceptor. There's loads, isn't there? There's loads. There's loads which have an extra mode which they shouldn't have. I don't know. You could maybe even say. Mine is Sandstorm. Sandstorm is brilliant. It has, it's flown. I can't believe you've been with it 2 hours. Thanks very much, Marcus. In answer to Guy KO, it doesn't make a difference to me, unfortunately, so I'm not going to answer that one. Is there a way to tell the difference between original and KO MPs? Now, at the moment, I know there's a few things. I know there's a few details on the boxes. I'm not 100% sure, again, that I'm going to be doing some comparisons on them soon. Again, as soon as the lockdown laws are lifted in the UK that we can meet in each other's houses. Because of this channel now, I've got enough friends and enough contacts in this country who've got the KOs and don't live too far away from me. So what I'm going to be doing is, see, it is the box variations. And I'm going to do some direct comparisons with them. The other good news is as well with the comparisons of the KOs that I'm going to be doing, that he's actually took them out of the boxes now as well, so we can have a look at just the oh, there you go, thanks. M's chipped in. KOMP Tracks has rubber tyres, that's good to know. There you go, some people say Tony instead of Tommy. That's a good point to put there. This is all really good information for everybody who's watching and reading this now. So on some of the KO boxes they say Tony instead of Tommy. But no, I'm going to be able to do some more direct comparisons with them soon. KO MP44. See, I didn't go for another Optimus. I've got the MP10, but I've never displayed him. He's still in the box. But yeah, I just stopped going down the masterpiece line and just focused, funnily enough, more on something else. I focused more with the. I think at the time when another reason I stopped with the masterpiece is because I was going through the point of getting boxed versions now. So that was one of the main reasons why I did that. Skywarp's jumped in as well. Hi, Skywarp. I'm gonna be. Do you have the grandstand converters in Megatron? I don't have that. I've seen it. I've been offered it recently, to be honest, and I've contemplated it, but I've got nowhere to put it at the moment. I've got nowhere to put it, so at the moment it's not looking good. There we go. It's all right, some more people have jumped in the chat and everyone's chatting away here now. What do you think about the next masterpiece, Starscream? I like it, and again, this is exactly the reason why like I said before, I stopped collecting masterpieces, because I've got the original masterpiece Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp, or Takara versions, and here we go. Take care, Em. What was I saying? And it was good enough for me. Is Starscream on his fourth? Is it his third or his fourth MP? I don't know. And again, at £200 plus a figure, not interested. Not interested anymore. At that price, I might pick one up, a part of a collection quite cheap, but at that price now. To 12. Just see what everybody else is saying. Good, everybody's going now. Perfect. So yeah, so I'm probably going to go just for 5 minutes more or so. And then this will, hopefully this definitely won't be the last. This will be one of many. Is there any real car you would like to make at Hasbro? How good would an R8 be? I'd love to see what they could do with an R8. I'd love to see them do an R8. Nice to see you, Skywarp. Thank you for joining in. Thanks for watching the videos. What's this? Does the missus show any interest in you? Yes and no. She's obviously supportive because I get away with this and the things. She's actually really pleased now with what I'm doing with this. She says it's nice that I'm doing something with it, as in doing this, getting it out, helping people with the videos. She reads some of the comments that people put, you know, thank you for putting this, you've made my day, thanks for doing this. And if, oh yeah, or someone else is saying it's Revenge of the Fallen sideways. Okay, there you go. I've actually got that figure and didn't even realise. I'll come to that in 2 seconds. Death Nightmare. What was I saying? Yeah, so of course she's supportive, but like, there's like Owen's been round, who's Simon's little lad, Transformers UK collector, and he absolutely loved it. Some of my clients and my neighbours' kids have brought round and they love it, and it's nice to see their faces. And even my little boy now, my little boy's the same. He still walks near now and he's still like, so yeah, she's got a bit more of an appreciation for it now than maybe before, because again, bless her, this was going to be a nice guest room and I commandeered it. So yeah, she's supportive in that way, which is good, and obviously that's great that she is. Yeah, exactly the same. She's really happy that I'm making the videos. At the moment, even though I still keep churning out the content one a day, it's not getting in the way of, you know, real life and everyday life. I'm really fortunate with that. So like I've said, it may come to the point where I have to stop doing one a day, but of course that's not a bad thing. I'll still keep the rest of them going, but at the moment everything is everything's going really well. Right, where do you buy collections mainly? Okay, Death Nightmare. When I first started out buying stuff, it was always eBay, always, all the time. I'd just just buy a big collection. I'd sell them off bit by bit. But since I've started doing the videos and putting them on Facebook and stuff, I've found that there's an abundance of Facebook groups where they sell things as well, and again the prices can be quite good with that. So that's the main thing. It's got to be in it. It's got to be eBay or Facebook, because there's nothing really else, I don't think, anywhere. There's nothing else anywhere. Yeah, again, very lucky, and I'm even more lucky that my little boy is into this. It's all off his own back. It's nothing to do with me. I was at work one night and my wife sent in a picture of him, just him sitting there looking at the telly, and he was watching Rescue Bots, and she said he picked it himself, so that made it even nicer. I think there is more Transformers collects in the UK than the other European countries. Do you agree with that? I'll tell you what I'm laughing at in 2 seconds. There probably is more. I don't know. I think Asterion, I think that you've got to the Dutch. There's loads of Dutch. There's loads and loads of Dutch collectors out there who I know. So maybe not. But there's probably a lot in the UK because it's bigger, isn't it? So Kevin Madison says, does Toys R Bot prefer Toys R Bot or before Transformers or Mario? My little boy's going through a little Mario phase at the moment, and he really loves Mario as well as Transformers. Can you show Crankcase G1, or is it 2007? I've actually got this here because somebody asked to see it earlier. Is that okay? There's a G1 crankcase. I don't know which one the 2007 one is. I'm not sure which one it's 2000s. I've probably got it, but I'm not sure which one it is. I think he got his answer there. Alright then, this is all coming in. He'll have to kit bash it with Transformers. Honestly, the stuff that he makes is crazy. He does all stuff like that as well. Yeah, it is. And at the moment, Ultra Marcus, he's playing my NES version, so the very, very original one. He's not even playing the new ones. He's playing the original one. Be careful. I know, I've got to get them. The new figures now, you can actually get them. It's alright, Skywarp, no problem. You can get the bubble protectors put on them, and that's the next phase. Right then. Have you ever... No, I've never customised a figure. Never done a custom figure at all, and I think he's gone now, but Graham, again, Collector 75 seems to be the man for that, doesn't he? He's amazing. He's amazing. Yes, the original Mario. I haven't had time, to be fair, and then I don't think I've got a bad enough conditioned one to actually hack up, paint, do whatever to. Not too sure. Oh, I think that's it. Graham, he's definitely this, and his Black Zarek custom is amazing. Right then, guys, it's just gone midnight over here. I want to thank everybody for jumping on board. I'm not going to go just yet. I'm going in a couple of minutes. I'm just giving everybody a chance to ask the last couple of questions. I just want to say thank you to everybody. Here we go. Do I have a drawer full of odd weapons? Yes, I have got a few of them, to be honest. But the problem I've got with them is that I think that they're all the weapons and all the parts that go out to the duplicates that are on the shelves. So that's why I've not chucked any of them away. What do I think about Tarn from the ID? I've not read that yet. Sorry, Skywarp. Not read it. I've got all these books behind me to catch up with the IDWs. I'm behind on all that. What was I saying then? Oh yeah, all the things. Yeah. Oh, I don't even know what I was saying. Yeah, so once this video finishes, my normal video that's going to be loaded and uploaded by 1:15 is the Generation 1 1984. No, exactly. That's why I wouldn't chuck any of the weapons away. It's all Series 1. It's all of the cars from Series 1. So all 11 of the very, very first run of 1984 Transformer. Just the Autobot cars in both their robot and their alternate modes. All 11 of them. 5 of them on one step, 6 on the next step. That's going to be coming literally live on my channel in 12 minutes because I'm about to finish off here. I've just got a few more here to do. Thank you to everybody, you know, for all of this. It's been really fun. I'm going to hopefully be doing some things where I'm interviewing other collectors, bringing other people on board. I'll be dead honest, I don't even know how to do it yet. As soon as I know how to do it, as soon as I work out how to add people to it, I will start doing that as well. No problem at all. I'll keep helping you out as much as I can with everything. My favourite combiner, Skywarp. If we're talking Japanese, it's Victory Saber and Landcross. If we're talking normal, it's Predaking and Devastator. Slangado is glad he caught it. Good. I believe this will be put onto my live stream, onto my channel. Not for you. You guys don't want to watch it. You've been on here for the last 2 hours, but I think it'll be all on anyway. So I don't even know how to stop this, to be honest. This is going to be really interesting, isn't it? I think I've got to press the X up there, but no, thanks to everybody for jumping on board, asking questions. I've had a really great time. Thank you, Magnum Prime. Nice to speak to you guys. Hopefully you'll give me your updates on your collection soon as well. So I think that's it. I'm going to knock this off now and I'll just stay in the live on the chat just for a minute or two. Thanks ever so much, guys. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting and making this channel what it is. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Perfect. Have a great, enjoy the rest of your weekend. If it's night, that's it. If it's early for you guys in America, it's late for us. Everybody take care. I'll see you guys soon.